na zoom do 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 de 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 ropa dum ba dum mana mana na zoom na mana mana mana.
Well, hey guys, welcome into Pop's FBR. Today on this Pop's Chops, we're doing a little upgrade to the Fummins. Most of you will recognize that my Fummins had the typical 2008 to 2010 problem with the plastic chrome on the hood. Let's go out and take a look at that. All right, on these Super Duties, this chrome right here, when it gets cold, bubbles up really, really bad. Let me get a little closer in here, and you can see the creases that are in there as you look across there. And all of these creases turn into bubbles whenever you get it cold. So every morning when it is cold, all those bubbles show up, and when those bubbles show up, it just looks awful. Since most of the time that you're in Oklahoma, you get bubbles. I mean, you get hot weather. It's not really bad, but it's just irritating and it's ugly. And so I wanted to replace it. So today, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to replace it. Let's go back in the shop here and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So most of you that have been with me during this entire swap and have looked at the 23 episode swap that I have done, you recognize this place. This is where we did all the work. So let me show you what we've got. We've got the old engine table right here, and it's got the wheels locked down below. I've dusted everything off. I've swept the floor, and it's been about an hour since I've swept, so we're hopefully as much dust as we can has gotten out of here. Let me show you the grill that we're going to use. All right, this is the grill that we're going to go. It is in the style of the Lincoln of the 2008 to 2010 era, and trying to find those that came from the Super Duty is like paying $500 to get them, and I wasn't going to do that. Picked this up on Evil Bay. Yes, it's Hensho in Chin, if you know what I mean. But we're going to go with white, and we're going to paint this white. And those of you who know what you're doing with paint will probably laugh at me, but we're going to rattle can this thing, and we're going to get this thing in white. But it's supposed to fit, and we've measured all these connections back here, and everything looks good. Should work just fine after we get it all hooked up. All right, so here's what we're going to be using. Like I said, this is a rattle can job, and this is paint and preparation cans that are from your local automotive store. You know, the one that has the big O? That's where you get them all, and you'll probably recognize it, but I don't want to do any advertising for them. I just kind of want to show you what we've got. They're in order of how we're going to be using them, from left to right down there. And we're going to first start it off with prep. And what I'll do is I'll spray prep on it and get everything off of it that I can. And once I've got the prep done, then I'm going to rough it up a little bit. I'm going to use the 600. I should pull the 600 out here. I'm going to use the 600 sand. I also have a buffing pad that I use to rough it up, so it takes that shiny slick surface and gives the paint something to adhere to. And then we will prep again. Get all the dust off of it after we get it all roughed up. And then we want to use a sticking or adhesive promoter to throw on there first. That way we'll get we will get the primer to adhere better. And then we'll shoot primer on it, and I couldn't find the can, but it's out there. We'll shoot primer on it, and then we'll come back and we will shoot the color on it. Now, you have to match this color up with the code from Ford, and these are the Oxford White, and the code matches it, so they ought to come out pretty close to it. I'm not looking for a professional job here, but I am going to try to get it done right, so where it looks decent whenever you're out there. And then after we get everything dried, we may have to sand it a couple of times. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And then we're going to do clear coat. And clear coat it, we should wind up in good shape. Okay, so we got out the roughing sandpaper and we roughed up all the plastic. Backside was not too hard because it was already rough. It doesn't have a sheen like the front does. And so all I've done here is just primed it and put a one coat of white on here. And you can see over here it's still dusty. It's just dust. I'm going to clean that off, and then I'm going to apply the front here in just a minute. But what I'm doing to the back is different than what I'm going to do to the front, because the front, of course, has to be nice and glossy. So all I wanted to do on the back is just get it covered. I might put black on there. I don't know right now, but I think I'm going to just keep it the way it is. You don't need a whole lot covering it on the back here. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay, so we've gotten the swirls in here, roughed up the smooth surface. I've used a wax and oil remover 2 times through here. And we're ready to put on our plastic adherents. Let me show you here, sorry about that. Here's the plastic adhesion promoter. And we're going to spray that on next. Going to do 2 coats to get ready for we will do the primer after that. Okay, so we got the prime done. Let's take a look at the prime. All right, here's the prime. You'll see my shadow is going to run across it here and there, okay? Because I've got lots of light coming in here. But here's what the prime is looking like. A little loose spot right there I'll take care of. All right, that's 2 light coats of prime. Next, we're going to sand it a little bit and then clean it. And after we get through cleaning it, after the sand, then we'll put down our color. And hopefully we'll be able to get the clear coat on today. We'll see. Well, it's another day here in Oklahoma. Got another tornado yesterday. A little bit further away from us than the last one. So everything's fine here. And was able to finish up the painting yesterday. And I'll take you into the shop here and I'll show you. I'm starting to replace the grill. And I'll give you a look at the old one. I've got it off right in here. All right, well, I took it off. There it is sitting over there against the wall. Let's go take a look. See what it took to get it off. All right, here's the Fummins, and it's still a Fummins. All right, let's take a look at the top here. All right, the grill's in there. I wanted to show you a couple of things. When you're taking the old grill off, the support here, right here, this support is a little bit more difficult, and the main reason is because of this nut right here. The other grill has a back inside of it that gives it some depth, and it lays right up against that nut right there, and that makes it difficult. But with these nuts right here out, take the support across the bottom right there out, do both sides right here. This thing actually fit in really well. I'm going to get different connectors there at the top. Those things seemed a little bit worn and it wasn't quite as snug as I wanted. But let's take a look at the truck, how it turned out. Well, there it is. What do you think? I kind of like it. It looks different. I'm not used to seeing all the white. I'm used to seeing some sparkly grill up front, but I gotta tell you, I kind of like it. Looks like the old Lincoln pickup trucks from 2008, but it fit in there real well. You can see that it fit real well in here. There's no gaps, right the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to buff it. You might see a little bit of well, it's not really smooth right there, but I put 2 layers of clear coat on it, and now I haven't buffed it yet, but I'm getting ready to buff it, and that should finish it up. So that's it for today on Pops FBR, and I got another Pops Chops coming your way. Thanks for joining us here. Be sure to subscribe down here to Pops FBR and give us a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll continue to get all the subscriptions. We're doing pretty well on subscriptions. Thanks a lot for joining us, guys, and get the thumbs up. Have a good day.
Zoom do 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 day day day. Ropa do ba do mana mana na. Zoom na mana mana.